So, all right. So what we was looking at earlier today throughout the night, we saw this little range here. So we put this little range top to bottom. So we see the medium range on that. And so we was anticipating manipulation to the downside. And then at 8:15, we started to see a rally up. And of course, at 8:30, it pushed up higher. So now what we was expecting to take out these highs and then a pull back in. The problem I'm having now is because it's now at that 50% range of that range, and it could sell higher at a 38% retracement, which, you can probably get a trade, but I want to buy when it drops below the 50. So if it rises up, I'm not chasing it. I'm not going to be dumb money and chase it on the high. I just got to wait for another opportunity. But while this is running, I want to see it come down into this area is the release. I could probably put a 5 here. But I would love for it to come down into this area, right? I would love it for it to come down to here. And if it comes here, I got about 14 or so pip stop loss. I can run it with that, but I really would like to see it come into this fair value gap because I really don't know if this order block right here will hold. It might, if I look at some of the pricing that's on this side over here, this might hold. So that's why I'm gonna put in a 5 position here. This is like a quarter of what I have, like a $25,000 evaluation account. I'm actually really down, so I'm not using a full 25. I'm gonna use only a 5. And so just to say I can't, won't miss, or I might just wait to see if it comes down a little more, then it come back up. But really, if it can get us into here, then I'm gonna go with a 10. And then when it hits the 50, if it rallies up to this 50 point, then I'm gonna put in the rest of the full 25 to rally it up to here. So you're talking about with a 10, that's 83 pips. So that'll be $830 right there on that part. But I would take off some, like I said, I would want to put them here and ride off the other. Let's see here. So we got this from the 50% point to there's another 50. So we take that 50 and add that 15 onto it. That's another 750 plus and so that'll give us about 1,500. We actually down, guys. Like I got, I messed up the other day on Tuesday. I did, get the market for 1,300, but I gave it all back and lost 800. So from the 1,300, I lost 2,100, and I was just so furious of myself because I got emotional. And I got to stop doing that. So here it is, like I said, but what I am fearful that it wants to rally at that. Now, looking at the news, we do have some news at 9:15. It just hit. Don't know what it means to the market, industry, production. Was went below what they forecast. Well, it was higher than what they forecast. Well, actually lower because we're on a negative, so it went below more than what they forecast. So, and since it was a medium impact news, we're starting to see some type of movement here. But let's take a look at, let's go down to the 2-minute time frame. Okay, so we didn't really break structure. There was a market shift in here. So we're expecting prices to go down a little lower. So we do want that to happen. On a 2-minute, let me see. Guys, so I use the TDI because I'm not that versed in buying over selling just by looking at the chart. Now, granted, when this 50% level, I'm starting to learn it though. This 50% level, the moment that the market rally up above here, you can see here as it's above it, the TI is saying it is overbought. So here it was overbought because it was over the 50. This is what in this range, when it was ranging, boom, 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 this is the fair market value, right? And so when it's below the fair market value, you can see we outside, we right here, this is, you want to look at this number here. We go below, so we oversold below because we below the fair market value. Then we pulling back in, and then we go lower again, but this time we are not below the fair market value. So this gives us our first sign of a divergence, right? That right there. So that right there. See that? So this gives us our first sign that the market was reversing, and it actually did. But the problem is I couldn't get in because it's not giving me a fair chance to get in. So I have to wait. I have to wait. So when it hit here, it did break, let us know market structure has shifted, right? So as market structure shifted, still didn't come back down into a fair value gap to get me into a buy sell. So again, I have to still wait. It's good to wait because as it's continue to rally, these are potential zones that where as the market has to go cross, if it does come back down to this area, then I have a confidence that I can at least buy all the way up to here by minimum. But because it took out these highs, it created a new high. Where do it most likely want to go up into? So I'm looking at the 15-minute, and this was also what I had to be aware of. I had to make sure that these green candles didn't come too far up, tapping into maybe like an 88 to 90% retracement here, then rally down, because if that be the case, then we'll be looking for sales, and we'll want to come blasting through this area right here. That you can see there's a lot of, confluence in that. But I was hoping that the market wanted to still rally because of this. Let's go to the weekly time frame. In the weekly, look at this big old long candle right here. It broke this week, but it shot down below. But we still got today and tomorrow to continue to get that rally back above that. And then after that, where's the most likely scenario that it wants to hit will be this swing high right here, which is way back on 2021 of December. So almost 2 years. We're just making our pursuit to come back up here, guys. Right? Now, if it doesn't break above this and close over this, then I might be expecting that the price may come down first and then rally up. Right? So, but I'd rather go to this first sentiment that is going on right now. Go here and clear that out. I want to see price. See, now we at the 50%. This is technically a good time. You can get into a buy right here. Right? You can technically get into a buy. The market does not have to come down. It doesn't. Why? Because look at all this. Look at these order blocks here. When the market was rallying down, it doesn't really have to come down. But looking at the time, right? It's 9:20. So it doesn't really make shifts around 9:20. So I'm still going to expect a pursuit. Somewhere around 9:30 is going to get up in this area, and then I'm looking forward to take off. And so that's pretty much what we're watching right now. This is what we're watching. And while we're watching that, guys, yeah, we're watching. That's what we want. Like I said, we'll watch what price does in this area around 9:30. But like I said, we really want this price because we can take this price and we can hold a 10 and just grab 800. We don't really need to put in the extra 15, but we're going to put in the 15 once we in $20, 20 pips in profit. So once it gets, where we at? So if it comes down to here, and it gets to there, okay, that's where it needs to be. So I'll put that there, starts the rally here, then 15, we will expect prices to at least hit that. That's 1,000, and that'll be 95. So we can put on the 15. grab that 93. And why I gotta be this aggressive, guys, because again, like I'm down 1777 from break even, right? So just trying to grab that, getting the back to break even, will be huge. And like the other one, so we could probably grab 23, 2400 just to get to this point. And just to get back up to here. It will be 1600 itself. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see if we got an A plus setup. We still got 8 minutes, and see it's still coming down. Like I said, it can bounce here and jump in. And if it goes here and go up, then this one we're not going to get in until it gets back to this equilibrium line of this this consolidation, right? When it was consolidating around, we saw this manipulation down here. And this is pretty much where we want to be taking our trades at in this manipulation zone. This red. In that zone. We wanted to get it down into that. That's the manipulation zone, guys. That's the manipulation zone. So let's take that off. And that's pretty much it. Another thing, let's see these EMA crosses, a little setting that I have now on a 15-minute time frame. Let's take a look at it. Okay, on a 15-minute time frame, because it's green, it's still saying we're still in an uptrend on the 15-minute time frame. Pretty much how you read this is the top line is the 20 EMA. Let me just show you guys. And these just complements. So you got the 20 EMA and you got the 200 EMA, right? Another EMA I have on here is the 314. This is something no one has. I have this because that's pi. That's pi. And same as 9. So and what that is, this orange line is the 9. You see that? It's the 9 EMA. Of course, under here is the 200, right? This here is the 13. If it rallies down here, most likely it'll bounce here first, do something like that, and then come down some more if it still wants to, reverse. But that 13, I'm gonna show you. Let me show you where the crosses over. Look at that. Boom. That 9 and that 314 is a very powerful EMA because it's based off of pi. So let's go back to our charts. We're getting closer. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. And guys, it doesn't do this all the time, but the time that it does this, I want to take advantage of the market. I want to take advantage of the market. This is my A plus setup right here. Whenever it happens, I want to be able to see. Now we're diving into the teeth, right? Into this fair value gap. But look at the time. It's still 9:25. The market hasn't opened yet for the stock market, right? The financial market is open at 8:30, but the stock market is not open yet. So we still have to wait, right? We don't want to be selling or buying at this point. Like we're going to see what it looks like when it gets here. What it's going to look like. Like I said, remember, we got this divergent, so we know we're in a buy model right now, right? We're in a buy model. Let's take this. Let's take that one off. So came down to the 7.5% retracement, right? But again, see this right here, this little wick, the time, still got 4 minutes. This is to try to get people to stop buying now. So it can take you out from here. So we don't want to do that, And again, we got some price action up in here. I believe. Okay, now we below the range, which we want to see. We want to see this below. We want to come below this range that it was happening on through the night. Through the London session. This is the the London session, the London kill zone. You know, we had the Asian session run. There was a lot going on right now, but still, we got 3 minutes. Market still can come down some more, right? So again, what we want to do, we want to start to set up some trades. This account here, let's go ahead and get him situated. We want to do a buy. That profit, this would be at 2,000. And let's just set that like that. So we want that, our hand on the trigger on that one. That, look at this. Full retracement. Like I said, you can go up. It's 28. 28. Because what that would mean is this is our low point. But more minute. See, timer 39 seconds. We don't like what this did. But this is the 5-minute time frame. So we want to see it come down and then rally. 15 seconds. If not, it doesn't. Right. Here we go. Boom. See this come down. Come on. This one. Trade. It's the wrong trade, man. Wrong trade. And that kind of holding me up. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of messed up. I was in the, I had the wrong thing on the screen, so it froze me. I missed about 20 pips. I missed all this run right here. See, it clicked it in, but I missed all that because I was on the wrong trade over here. Hey. I messed up. And I probably killed my account because I was in, I had the wrong asset class over here. It defaulted to whoever this stupid thing was. And so it put me in a trade late. I messed up, guys. I messed up. Look at that. I'm done. I done lost the count. Golly. Hey, man. I got all this drawdown because of the wrong being in the wrong account, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Messed up. Yeah. I don't know what this one's doing. Oh, that's stuff. Under. Like this guy. This is not what we expected. Unless that was the manipulation. I lost one of my accounts, so gotta wait. Because if I would have been in here, because my stop loss would have been right there. Hey, man, we messed up. Stuff, guys. My bad. Waited to get all the way up here and missed 16 pips. The wrong asset claim. This should have been profit. See it? At least get up to here. 14 days, 72, 7. Go. What's this is crazy, man. My trade setup work. I'm not in it. Just needed to get up to here. Don't like that. 6 hours. Booze. They saying this little thing here. This is when you get into a buy. Incorrect. Back down here. Operating around get me out my trade. Oh no, don't do that to me, young. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. See what the market does? Guarantee if I would have pulled out, it would have just ran right on through there. Come on. You gotta hold. I just want that eye. I'm not being greedy. I mean, I'm looking at this here. We're not overboard yet. We're clearly not overbought. There's no divergent. This is still lower than that. This is still lower than that. So there's no divergent. But it could go down because it came. Less than 4 pips from my take profit. Less than 4 pips from my take profit. So get a rally back up. That's all we need for today. Is this one trade. Be back near where we should be at 728, but come down, then we gotta look after 10 o'clock. Only because this went to a 90% retracement. It normally will rally up above. I don't like closing one of these. Not above what I need. But I remember I was in the head of last time. So I just want to get a little more ahead. Um, one of these I'm gonna keep. One of these I'm gonna keep. TDI still stretching. Trace me back up because it got me in the wrong position. So oh no. This is good. Yeah, 26 now. We need 500. Oh, oh. Dang, man. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I was right. That was one thing. I was right about the analysis. Right about the analysis. Just didn't have enough to withhold the swing because I got in too late. Because I'm trying to fix that other account. So sorry guys, I couldn't give y'all something a little better. Let's see. Stop sharing.